LDBC. What we're going to be talking about today is the current situation in boxing. That's all good. The current situation in boxing, and I just feel that it really needs to be talked about. So, if I'm gonna do anything tonight, I'm gonna definitely talk about this boxing shit. What's going on? You know, um, Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Let's talk about real quick. Let's talk about Cambosos, George Cambosos and Devin Haney. When it comes to George Cambosos and Devin Haney, I really thought that Cambosos was going to be a warrior. I thought that George Cambosos was going to be a man of his word. He talked a good talk, and I think he had a lot of us fooled. But at the end of the day, a lot of us believed in him, including me. We know boxing is a big mess right now with the promoters, with the agendas, the NBF, the No Black Fighters, um, and the whole Tyson Fury thing. We're gonna get there. Back to Cambosos, so he pulled the upset against Teofimo Lopez, right? And then he gets the belts, the franchise belt, and then he claims that he's the undisputed champion. We all know that that's not true. It's kind of weird that the Zone wasn't able to make this recent fight happen with Cambosos, at least what we're hearing from reports. You know, um, Devin Haney, he's being blackballed. I feel like they're practicing racism against him, and you know, um, they're using and abusing him. He's earned his right to um to have this fight with Cambosos for those belts. I don't see why they're holding him up. There's a lot of fighters at 130. Why would Ryan Garcia come in to sabotage? It seems like every time, Devin Haney has a fight, Ryan Garcia and his team come in and try to sabotage it or steal the fight and just mess it up. It's like they have something against Haney's performance and ethic in the ring. Ryan Garcia definitely, his team has something against Devin Haney's performance and ethic in the ring. I don't know why they always jump in and try to mess up Devin Haney's fights. I'm talking about Ryan Garcia because reports are coming out that Ryan Garcia is messing up Devin Haney's fight, with Cambosos, and now he wants to fight Cambosos, okay? Ryan Garcia wants to fight Cambosos. They saying that that's the deal. There's a lot of back and forth, a lot of pulling out. Nobody really knows what's going on. Me as a boxing fan, I just want to have some clarity in the sport of boxing. That's what I want as a fan. I want clarity in the sport. I want the best fighting the best. I want to see Devin Haney fight Cambosos for those belts. You know, I think that that's what he deserves. He's been a very active fighter. He's an undefeated champion. He has been ducked by everybody. How could he not be up next? How can this fight not be ordained? Or how can this fight not be forced? You know, so something is obviously going on in boxing. I think everybody's aware of that. I'm just doing this live, jumping in the waters again, getting out there, getting back in the camera. Excuse my little pimple on my forehead, but I'm not really worried about that. Um, with the whole Haney thing, that's really upsetting. It upsets me because he's a really good guy. He's a great champion and he deserves this. And I hate what they're doing to him. It's akin to what they were doing to Deontay Wilder. And I know y'all know what I'm talking about. Where's Lopez now? Where's Loma now? You know what I'm saying? It is a curse with those franchise belts and ducking Devin Haney. If you just fight Haney and get it all over with, win or lose, and then you'll go down in legacy as one of the greatest of all time. It's as simple as that. You know, Now we can move on real quick, and we could talk about Canelo Alvarez, Jamal Charlo. Um, you know, there's a lot of back and forth with this fight. Talking about GGG, Triple G. Um, we've seen that like 3 times over. I don't think we want to see that. We want to see Canelo fight Benavidez or Charlo or somebody of significant skill. Um, but yeah, that's the only fight I want to see Canelo in. Otherwise, everybody knows that he's a cherry pick right now. Um, Someone said Haney was something with the belt. Yeah, I don't know what bro was saying something about. But Haney's the man with the belt right now. He's got the last belt. Nobody can be undisputed at 135 unless they beat Devin the Dream Haney. Devin the Dream Haney is extremely impressive. I don't care if you don't like him. I like him. You know, he's a great boxer. He's held it down. He has a great promotion, and you've seen it. I've seen it. He's been ducked countless times. He's not afraid to fight anybody. His chin has been tested. But like I said, let's move on to Canelo Alvarez and Jamal Charlo. Let me know who y'all think is going to win between Canelo Alvarez and Jamal Charlo. You know, obviously, Canelo Alvarez is a great fighter. I'm not taking that away from him at all. I give him his props and I give him his credit, but we all know he was guilty of taking PEDs. Am I wrong? Or am I right? Okay, but that's not everything. We've all moved past that. Everybody have still accepted him, and they've still, you know, they're still watching him, including me. I just want to see him fight the best, and I want him to be steroid free. You know what I'm saying? Jamal Charlo has a great chance, but he can get knocked out. Canelo can get knocked out too. Simple as that, point blank fact. Let's move on to the next thing. I want to talk about Francis Ngannou. This is a boxing thing, right? But Tyson Fury and Francis Ngannou, real quick. Let's cover this real quick. All right. Obviously, Tyson Fury is on roid juiced up to the gills. So, you know, he's going to be able to outlast any of these guys. He's one of the biggest heavyweights in boxing, biggest, longest arms, heaviest guys naturally. He doesn't have to cheat. So why is he cheating? Blows my mind. You know, he's naturally the biggest boxer in heavyweight. You know, I give it to him. You know, the guy's got stamina, but you know the man's on steroids. Francis Ngannou, natural, very powerful. He ain't on roids though, and he don't got the endurance like that. Them super shits. You know what I'm saying? In the conversation. But what's the moral of that story? I want Francis Ngannou to get a big payday because I think he deserves it. He's a big man. He's a heavyweight, and he's got a puncher's chance. So I would like to watch him go against Tyson Fury, even though we all know Tyson Fury is going to be juiced up, cheating in. He's just has more endurance than Ngannou. But does Ngannou have a chance, and can he improve? Yes. Let's move on to the next thing real quick. Another UFC thing. Kobe Covington and Jorge Masvidal. What do you feel about that? You know, that is one of the for me it's a really anticipated fight. My battery's running. I'm gonna have to stop this live soon. But we're gonna get back to boxing. Jorge Masvidal, Kobe Covington. I think it's fireworks. That's all I can say about that. The next subject we talking about on MCTV, yeah, I'm gonna need that charger. On MCTV is gonna be this. We got Terrence Crawford, we got Errol Spence, you know, big mega fight. Somebody needs to figure out what to do with who's going where with these promotion companies. You know, this shit is dirty. Boxing is dirty, the dirtiest sport that there is, you know. That's all I can say about this. I hope it gets fixed soon. I'm gonna do another live soon. I'm just, you know, getting back in the groove with it. You know, I need to make some more videos. Subscribe to my channel. It's your boy MC. I'm gonna cut this live short. You know, we going for a solid 8 minutes. You know, that's pretty solid for right now. You know what I'm saying? I'll see y'all again. Are you in this shit? All right, let me see. What if I just press the X?